I'd been burnt previously with business coaches or mentors over promising, under delivering, paying a fucking ton of cash and getting no results. After doing the course and getting set in and everything like that, I sold in 28 new members in a month with just shy of a 10x ROAS, which is a good problem to have because it puts us at like 85 to 90% capacity of this gym. Well, hey, I'm Corey. I'm from the Gorilla Pit here in Newcastle. So the Gorilla Pit's a small group training facility where we take busy adults in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and we show them real life applications on how to get in the best shape of their life without giving up time away from their kids or sacrificing any career moves.
So, what was the problem that you had originally that made you want to reach out?
All right, so I guess why I reached out is last year I bought out my business partner. We'd been together for over 10 years, and the problem was he'd done all of the marketing. So I had to
Ah,
learn a new skill set. And as I was learning, I was just very, very reactive. And that was the massive, massive problem of just
yeah,
not having a plan in place and being reactive on when we needed something, it was already too late.
interesting. That's so common. Just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. And I'd like didn't know like, and he was trying to teach me, and I'm just like, bro, I need to learn this my own way.
Mm,
Yeah.
for sure. Sick. So if you had any, what hesitations did you have before buying, and what was it that got you over the line in the end?
The only real hesitation is basically on all things. It comes to value. I'd been burnt previously with business coaches or mentors over promising, under delivering, paying a fucking ton of cash and getting no results. So that was obviously the hesitation. What got me across the line is I genuinely believed Brendan from his ads. Very straightforward. I still remember one of the very first ads that I seen of him. I think it went from an ad to a VSL, and it was just like, "Hey, in the ad, I'm going to give you some free tips. You're going to get some quick wins, and then afterwards, I'm going to try and upsell you into something bigger. If you want that, cool. That's my paid stuff.
Mm.
Please don't get mad that I'm asking you to buy something afterwards." And it's just like, that's my vibe. Cool. I'm down with that. I can learn from this dude. So that was my people. So I booked the call, and realistically, the call was so smooth, wasn't pushy. They asked the right questions, and really like left it up to me to make a decision, which I
Mm.
loved as well. It wasn't like, hey, you need to buy, you're going to miss out or anything like that. It was just like, if this is the right
Yeah.
thing for this, we're here for you, which I thought was great.
In the time you've been in the program, in terms of, I suppose, more from a numbers perspective, what's changed for you? What results have you had?
Yeah, cool. So the biggest change and best result has probably been clarity. Being able to plan ahead and not be reactive, like we spoke about before, and as like just knowing that when I need to, I can, as Brendan would say, let it rip, and knowing when I can turn it back. So being a physical location gym and not like an online, will have ebbs and flows of when we bring an influx of people in. One of our big sellers throughout the year, we do a 12-week challenge with like a big holiday attached to it and everything like that. So knowing that I can plan for that and have let it rip and do some marketing, and some
Mm,
strong marketing from that. And then once we get at that influx, we can kind of go into a softer evergreen marketing and actually plan for that and have the seasons, I guess. Has been an absolute game changer. It's helped heaps. I guess in terms of results, so my first challenge that I did by myself, ran the marketing campaign. I had sold like 8 people, and that
hmm.
was it. This year's one, after doing the course and getting set in and everything like that, I sold in 28 new members in a month with just shy of a 10x ROAS, which is
Yeah,
huge. Yeah. Um, which is a good problem to have because it puts us at like 85 to 90% capacity of this gym.
that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim mentioned that you were looking at starting an online offer as well.
Yeah. So that sort of comes with the next problem, right? Of once you sort of max out or get that to a place, what's next? I've had multiple locations previously and don't want multiple locations again. So if I want to sort of expand, then we're looking at that online capacity there. And again, that community's been huge. I was on a call with Tim and Brandon. We talked about it. They gave me some good heads up. But even more than that, like Brendan steered me in the way of one of the current members, like another
Mm.
member on the program was just like, "Hey, this dude's killing it. Reach out. Tell him I told you I reached out." I reached out, and the dude's just been like massive, massive help.
Who
So
was
shout out
it?
to
Is that
Isaac.
I
So
was going to say it's Isaac,
yeah.
isn't it?
So yeah, it's just been like killer. And again, that's just the community of the program.
Mm.
Which again
Yeah,
has value in just having the other members that have doing something similar or and they you're learning how to market so much. You don't you know you're not in competition with anyone. There's abundance out there. You're going to get leads. So even if I was doing something in the exact same field, like we wouldn't feel like we're competition because
mm.
there's so much abundance, and you know that you're going to get like when your next lead is coming and how you're going to get it.
What
Yeah.
effect has it had on you personally, professionally, that kind of thing?
So the main effect personally is just less stress, right? If you can plan and you know where your next lead is coming from and you can make projections, it's a hell of a lot less stressful, which flows onto everything else. You run a business, have a family and all that. You want to be able to spend as little time doing those numbers and everything as you can. So just being able to I guess number one, not stress about that. It makes a huge difference. I guess the simplicity of the program as well. If you do hit a roadblock, you know that it's like next day I can jump on a call and get it solved straight away, which is always good. I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes to tech, so I'll be doing like landing pages or something. I'll get stuck, and you just jump on a next call, and Patsy or Joseph or someone will just be like, "Hey, look, share your screen, let me control your mouse, change this, do this. All right, we sweet, cool. Come back and show me later."
Amazing.
Just so simple, which is great.
That's good to hear.
Um, yeah, and business wise, I guess yeah, like we spoke about, just having that problem of what do I do next? It's a good problem to have. Um,
Bigger gym.
yeah, yeah, and like I said, like it's not that I've been doing this for like had this gym for well over 10 years, been in the PT industry
Mm.
for 15, 16 years. So, it wasn't if it was going to close down or anything like that, but
Yeah.
it's knowing I'm doing it by myself without a business partner, having that confidence, having the right team behind me and just feeling safe in that.
Yeah.
Is really cool.
In terms of everything to do with like the workshop, the program, the support, the whole sort of kit and caboodle, what have you found out of that that's been the most useful elements or like you valued the most?
Yeah, cool. So with it's all been useful, right? So that all the elements have been useful like at different times when you first start, you'll be going through things like, man, I don't understand this. I'm not going to need this. And then, 2 months down the track, you're just like, oh yeah, shit, that makes sense now. So
Mm,
everything it has been super useful. I guess what I've really valued is the practicality of it to start with. Very
mm,
hands-on. Like, I could read and watch a video 3 or 4 times and not understand it. Go to a workshop, be shown it once, like, oh yeah, cool. So the practicality of that, of someone actually showing you, or the practicality of being at a workshop where you're just like, does that make sense? Like, hey, no, look, it doesn't. And then someone comes around and physically shows you how to do it.
yeah.
That was epic. And then before the workshop, the details on the school, like the classrooms there, how to set everything up. Again, simple, which is great. After the workshop, I guess attention to detail, like everyone's attention to detail on the team. It's been really, really cool. You jump on a call. So I'd done a call with Raj on a landing page. And we
Mm,
went through that, and that was just as I was about to re-sign and continue on. And as I re-sign and continue on, I got booked with Raj to do a planning session. And he jumped on. He was
yeah.
just like, "Oh yeah, I remember. We done this, we done that." And I'm just like, "Dude, that was like
Yeah.
weeks ago, right?" So the attention to detail, they actually care. You guys care, which is cool. Remembering that stuff, and just the little things as well. Having different landing pages for like an event base or an urgency base compared to an evergreen. Just
Mm,
the train of thought that goes into that, the changes in wording, the changing in the red brain, green brain sort of stuff on from urgency to a more sort of relaxed evergreen campaign. Um, you know, before I would have just used the same like landing page and just taken out the 12-week challenge to join the gym essentially.
yeah.
But having those differences, like the difference between urgency base and then all of that, and I guess the insight like how much Brandon actually knows and continues, just doesn't rely on that. Like if something changes
Mm,
in Andromeda or something like that, he's right on it. Which is cool. Where I've had mentors in the past, and it's just like they do this, and then you jump back on. She's like, "Oh yeah, I got some good results," and it's just they're recycling the same shit. It's like,
mm.
well, yeah. So he's forever learning and forever growing as well, which is huge to see that, when someone that you're following is still growing,
Yeah, we
it's
love
really, really good.
testing.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. So knowing that it's, anything that we're getting fed is being tested and being tested recently.